Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to today's unseen video. We've got so much to go through. Honestly, there's been so much news today. So we've got a big WWE folder. We've got loads in this Wyatt's folder. And I've got a picture of a pussy on Finn Balor's face. So let's get straight into it. So here we've got this from Karrion Kross, Wrestle Night, thank you. Says, this is just fan-made, but Karrion did post it. Might be nothing though. And so here, look, Karrion posting this 8 hours ago.
Let me in.
I mean, listen, I think Karrion knows exactly what he's doing. He's on a collision course with the Wyatt Sicks. And this community in particular has been very loud in letting Karrion know that he's on a collision course with the Wyatt Sicks. And he has been responding to people in this community. And we've got a few examples of that coming up. So he knows what he's doing. Right, here is Alexa. So this was on her Instagram. She said, for all of the questions in my comments, yes, I will be returning. But for now, please enjoy my current content. So I double checked it. It was on Alexa's official Instagram. This is a message from her. She is coming back. She's just saying, please enjoy my current content, which is like her with a baby and stuff like that. So lovely. Pleased for her. I don't know when she comes back. Obviously, the rumor mill is now currently 2025. So we might be looking at Royal Rumble. We're just going to have to wait and see. So Logan's B2581, thank you. Then we got this, Wyatt Sicks. And again, a big thank you to everyone that tagged me in this. In fact, I'm going to do a few shout outs now if I can, so that I definitely don't forget. So UTFTHAFF1878, Big Half, shout out to you, my friend. Monster Mayhem, shout out to you. I didn't get tagged, so I'm not shouting you out. Bailey, shout out to you. Dera's fan, shout out to you. Dexter, shout out to you. Jay, thank you, my friend. Craig, Brandon, CM Chunk trying to get into the picture. James, Richard, Danny, Arrows123, Edward, shout out to you as well. I think that might be... No, we've got more. Uncle Howdy, Casper Cage. Shout out to you. Is that all of them? Jason shouted out my second channel. So Jason, thank you. Appreciate it. That might be all of them. So yeah, big thank you to everyone that tagged me in those. I really do appreciate it. I wanted to make sure I did that, so I definitely did not forget. So we did get a tweet that came in from the Wyatt Sicks. You know nothing. Hell is only a word. Let me show you. I was joking on the live stream, like, this is really extreme. It's just, honestly, I don't think The Miz has done anything that bad. But I think the Wyatt Sicks have probably seen Karrion creeping around, you know? And so we've probably had him on the radar for a little while. And we know that The Miz has had run-ins with the Wyatt Sicks before. We know that he had a run-in with Dexter. He certainly had a run-in with Bo. So there's probably been a lot bubbling away for a while. But apparently, and I didn't know this, this is from the movie Event Horizon. Word Wrestling said, hell is only a word. The reality is much worse. Let me show you. It's spoken by this actor. Now, I don't know. I mean, like, it's cool that it's in Event Horizon. Event Horizon, and we do have this later. Apparently, when you are on the edge of a black hole and there is no way of kind of escaping, right, the gravitational pull, that's it. You know, you have reached the event horizon. You have reached the moment where there is no escape. There is no way out. You are on a collision course. You are being sucked in. That's what an event horizon is. And I wonder if that is them sending a message to Miz and Karrion saying, there's no avoiding it now. Like, we are on a collision course. I kind of interpret it that way. it's very interesting. There might be other ways of interpreting it, but Event Horizon is where these lines have come from, and that's an observation made by many people, including Word of Wrestling. Nikki Cross has tweeted out as well, "We are not your kind," right? So I interpreted that as being, we're not the same as you, right? We're not the same kind of people that you are. We've got morals, we've got principles, like we wouldn't treat people the way you're treating people. Has also been pointed out, though, that this is apparently got another connection. So Night Legacy, shout out to you. Look at this image. Look at this. We are not your kind. It's a Slipknot reference. So Metal Mama, shout out to you, said Nikki Cross posted "We Are Not Your Kind," which is also the 6th studio album by Slipknot. It's fitting for the chaos that the Wyatt Sicks bring to Raw. So there we go. Apparently, and look at this for a front cover. I mean, doesn't that just give you like Sister Abigail, Abby the Witch, Nikki Cross vibes? So definitely loving that. Definitely loving that. And I think I'm right in saying that, I don't know if it was Tom Savini or Jason Baker, but I'm sure they've made masks for Slipknot. So I'm sure there's another connection there as well. Right, this is the pack that's coming out, the Bray Wyatt edition of 2K24, which I'm guessing is going to be a DLC for those that have the game, or you'll be able to buy a version where all of this is in the game. So there is the poster. Word of Wrestling said the brand new promo for the new DLC. Don't know the price on that. I mean, people know a lot more about the games than I do. But, yeah, a lot of excitement around that. It is worth pointing out, and I don't know if it's in here somewhere. I hope it is. But apparently the new Howdy, we were talking about it yesterday, how it doesn't look to be updated much. Apparently, the word on the street is they used The Miz as the foundation for the Howdy that's in the game. They couldn't scan Bo. He wasn't available. So they just had to use The Miz. But now, of course, Bo's around. They've been able to scan Bo. So the Howdy that's coming into the game now is Bo as Howdy rather than Miz as Howdy, which was in the old game. I really think that's fun, though. I really think that's fun. That's kind of a, did you know, the early editions or the main character, Uncle Howdy in 2K24, is actually The Miz. I think that's a really fun fact, a really fun stat. I really like it. But this updated one is the Bo face scan. So it's not the new Howdy, it's the Howdy we should have had all along. Which is crazy, isn't it? It is like saying we just sort of made something up for the game. We fumbled it. We botched it. We just threw something together. We are now going to give you what you should have had like from the beginning, and we are going to charge you extra for it as well. So it's a big, bold move by 2K. Right, here, Uncle Howdy. Now, Uncle Howdy, part of our community. This is, I'm going to say, the premiere, right? Uncle Howdy fan account. This isn't the actual Uncle Howdy. It is the unofficial Uncle Howdy, but it is the creme de la creme of the Uncle Howdy fans and stans, because they've got it clearly in their bio, right? So, you are filth, you are filth, you are filth, you are filth. Word of Wrestling said, I think he's talking to you, Karrion Kross. And Karrion actually responded. I didn't think Karrion would respond to this. I thought he would respond to like Wyatt Sicks posts, but I didn't think he would respond to this, but he did. It's showing just how engaged he is. He is so dialed in. So if you want to get Karrion's attention, it seems like this weekend is a good time to get it. So Karrion said, if he is, I think he's really peeved that my tweet got more likes than his. He's really into social media, I guess. So I think Karrion knew this wasn't the real Uncle Howdy. I was very surprised that he responded. But I mean, look, the bottom line is it's so cool that Karrion, an active wrestler, is interacting with the fans on social media. Like, I think it's really good. Really good. I would imagine he will be bombarded this weekend, though. So, good luck. Good luck, Karrion. Your notifications will never be the same again. Word of Wrestling again said, Alexa, Bliss has liked the Wyatt Sicks picture. Brady as well pointing out. So that message from Nikki, "We are not your kind," was actually liked by Alexa Bliss. And I believe that is the handle for her official account. Brady, one of the biggest Alexa stans out there, confirming this as well. So looks like Alexa liking that post. That'll get a few people talking. Wrestle Night, shout out to you. It was Wrestle Night that gave me the breakdown of this event horizon. So we spoke about it. It's the edge of a black hole where the gravitational pull is so strong that it's not possible to escape. So Wrestle Night, thank you. And again, another response. So Metal Mama just kind of talking about the Wyatt Sicks tweet, breaking it down, saying, "Karrion, you might have got what you asked for. I think you've upset the Six." And Karrion said, "That's hilarious." So another person that Karrion has responded to. So yeah, so much going on at the moment. Wyatt fans are definitely eating good. Right, so that's the Wyatt stuff. Let's move on, shall we, to SmackDown. So Word of Wrestling said Jey Uso beats Bron Breakker for a second time, but this time in a dark match. So we got a little bit of dark match footage. Here is Jey after SmackDown getting the victory over Bron Breakker. And I'm guessing retaining his Intercontinental Championship. I'm guessing it would be for the title. Lots of yeeting going on. I mean, if they do need to go and get him, he was only backstage. If Roman and Jimmy need to go and get Jey, he was only back there. No problem. I'm sure they could have knocked on a few doors and found him, so this is great. Ronnie, shout out to you. I didn't notice this at the time. So here is Liv coming out, and it said Women's World Champion, and where it should have her name, it says Info Text 1. So I don't know about you guys. I think Info Text 1 has really come on this year. I think she still needs a bit of work with her promos, but I think Infotex 1 has really come on in the ring, and I think putting Raquel and Dom with Infotex 1 has been a big step forward. So we were worried when Infotex 1 got arrested. We thought it was really going to hold her back, but she's had a big year. And Infotex 1 against Nia at Crown Jewel, that's going to be awful. But there we go. Love that. Word of Wrestling said, did you catch this on commentary? Michael Cole calls Kevin Owens Kevin Dunne. I didn't. So Corey mentioning it, I have seen the clip of it though, and he does. I retweeted the clip. Can't show the clip because it's a clip from SmackDown. We'll get copyright strike, so I can't show the clip unfortunately. But he does talk. I mean, he makes a mistake and then he corrects himself immediately after. But he does call Kevin Owens Kevin Dunne momentarily, who was the old producer of the shows Raw, SmackDown, so on. Roman Reigns, of course, said tonight we acknowledge him. There were so many people saying, who are we acknowledging? Turned out to be Big Jim. Big Jim getting acknowledged by Roman, and it was really good. Really good. I thought that SmackDown this week was really fun. Loads of talking points. Love the fact that they're like, should we go and get help? Roman was like, no yeet. You know, the seeds are being planted. They're going to get Jey at some point. I really believe they will. We've always thought OG Bloodline would come back together. I think even if they get Jey, it won't be enough, and they'll have to get Sammy. Like, the band is getting back together. So I'm really excited. I think that's great. Obviously, Nia and Tiffany grabbing her, and Tiffany not very appreciative of that, has planted some seeds as to what's going to happen at Crown Jewel. There's just so much going on. There's so much going down. It's really quite fun. And obviously, Motor City Machine Guns next week. We had that graphic as well. So, yeah, loads going on with SmackDown. I hope people enjoyed the show. It's Bryn again, shout out to you. So CM Punk has shared some unseen images, of his return at Survivor Series. There he is, signing the contract. I like his hair like that. I think it looks great. So there he is, signing the contract. Those are the clothes they put him in to keep him hidden. Looks like they put him in a storage container or something, so I don't know. But brilliant unseen footage there. Word of Wrestling, shout out to you. Here's R-Truth. He says, happy birthday, Rhea. I promise I'm still going to give you your cut of the Judgment Day merch money. I'm just holding on to it for you. That's all. This is the tweet. So there we go. R-Truth being R-Truth. Jay Omega, shout out to you. Draven just pointing out that apparently this coming from Fightful Select, that they are being advertised for Brooklyn on October 25th, but we are going to be seeing them before that as well, because we know that we're going to be seeing them next week, of course, because they've been announced for next week. So I think, wasn't it a match that Nick Aldis was kind of teasing with Los Garza? He says you're going to have to take on a tag team next week, but like it ain't going to be easy. And I would imagine that that's where Motor City Machine Gun's going to come in. So Motor City Machine Guns against Los Garza, I'm guessing, is the match we get next week. Dale Boy, shout out to you, said this is insane, and that's because Elite Rockers have got this information that WWE have received $7.1 million from the government to hold SummerSlam in New Jersey. It's the highest amount WWE have ever received for an event from a US government entity. So that's bonkers, isn't it? $7.1 million they're being paid to have the show in New Jersey. Isn't it crazy? A lot of people pay and rent out arenas to put their shows on. They've got like cities giving them money, not just any money, but like 7.1 million just to host the show in their state, in their city. So yeah, amazing. Blading is now allowed, apparently. This coming from Wrestling Observer newsletter. Blading is now allowed for key matches and angles. So very interesting. Wrestling Observer News stating that AJ Styles was set to begin a story that would be his farewell tour before suffering a midfoot ligament sprain. It really sucks. We only just got him back. PQM, shout out to you. So not much you can say about that. Looks like he was meant to suffer an injury, and then he actually suffered an injury. And so it looks like his farewell tour is going to be delayed. Here is The Rock, the final boss, the final backstage walk, minutes before surprising the sold-out Atlanta crowd. I start feeling the energy and the mana as soon as I start walking to the holding position. Sounds crazy, but it's hard to contain, and this shiz starts getting emotional. So here's some footage. It's just lots of people excited as The Rock walks through, getting ready to make his presence felt at Bad Bloods. Wrestle Purist said backstage and ringside during CM Punk Drew Hell in the Cell, there was panic over how severe McIntyre's wound was. He was bleeding heavily. It wouldn't stop. Initially, they considered having a doctor enter the cage to control the bleeding, but apparently Drew said he would communicate if he felt a bit like woozy. And so they just kept going. They were really pleased with how it went. They felt like they had it under control. Drew said he would communicate if there was any problems, but there was big concern with the amount of blood that Drew was like losing. And yeah, they were going to send a doctor in. But yeah, so he said no. And amazing because, well, not because of that, but it certainly helped. Dave Meltzer's star ratings, I know you don't care, but it is noteworthy. One of the criticisms of Dave Meltzer is that he doesn't give WWE a fair shake when it comes to the ratings. CM Punk Drew, 5 stars. I know his system goes above that now, but 5 stars. There are not that many main roster 5-star matches, and we can now add another to the list. Again, fun fact, Shawn Michaels against Undertaker WrestleMania 25, it only got 475. So, you know, I'm not saying this didn't deserve 5. I'm just saying that match did deserve 5. You know, the Shawn Michaels one, WrestleMania 20. I'm over it. It doesn't matter. But that seemed a bit harsh. I mean, it wasn't great, but I don't know if it was that bad. Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley. A little harsh again, I would say. But yeah, that's the one, isn't it? I think the main event got like 425, something like that. I don't know. Just 5 stars. I thought was very interesting. Here we go. So Uncle Rebel, shout out to you. Just giving us this information about Miz being the original like base for the Uncle Howdy that has now, of course, been updated. As of now, oh, this was huge. The Rock is not scheduled for WrestleMania 41. While that could change, and I bet it does, one source said about a potential Rock Reigns Rhodes match, he's not going to be able to do Mania, blah, 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 blah. Sure he won't. Sure he won't. Yeah. So we've had to hear about how it's Rock Cody since pretty much the second WrestleMania 40 ended. Then last week or earlier this week, we got news that actually it's going to be a triple threat, or a triple threat is on the table. Now, magically, The Rock's not going to be there. I'm struggling with this. A lot of people are struggling with this. I don't buy it personally. I think that he will be there. But listen, gotta report the news, and the news is, at the moment, the rumor mill is saying that he is not scheduled for WrestleMania 41. So, I Am the Colour Red says, interesting. Yeah, I don't think there's been mass panic here. I think most people just don't believe it. But can I just once again say that I have no doubt in my mind the best looking belt in all of WWE right now is this. This is the closest we have to what a winged eagle was like back in the day. It's just, it's beautiful. It's stunning. Look at the detail on the side plates. Just so much like detail work on there. The blue on the globe as well. The shape of the belt is absolutely a winged eagle shape. It's just, let's go, man. That is the nicest belt in WWE. I don't know how I'd feel if that was replaced with a WWE logo. I don't know. It would be cool. I still think this would be the best looking belt if you did that. If you put a WWE logo in the center instead of that Brahma bull. I mean, to be honest with you, I think we could get Cody versus Rock, title versus title. And if I'm Cody and I win this, I take that Brahma bull off. I replace it with a WWE logo. I change people's to world champion with a WWE in there. And that might do me, to be honest. I love that title. I think it looks amazing. Ryder, shout out to you. Just pointing out what this is going to look like. So this is Netflix. You can see Raw, NXT, Smackdown just over here. So just gives you a bit of an idea as to what it's going to look like on Netflix. So apparently it started to drop in the worth the wait section. And then here's the last bit for WWE. So along with Birmingham and Manchester, London is now on board with the O2 Arena being a location, and apparently Canada as well. So I don't know where this thing's going to end up. It might be UK, it might be Canada, it might be Manchester. I really don't think Birmingham. Birmingham have got no money. Birmingham are broke, right? We have venues, but you ain't getting paid to come to Birmingham. Can't even afford to collect the bins. So Birmingham, I think, is off the table. For me, it's Manchester, London, maybe Canada. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, it looks like other venues are now getting into the conversation. So Dave, shout out to you, my friends. So we've done Wyatt's, we've done WWE, we've done SmackDown. Let's go fun, shall we? So Ivy Nile said not funny. So look at this, isn't it? And making fun out of Julius, but Brutus. But Julius went, it's kind of funny. I think Julius is all right with it because his looks good, Ivy's looks good, Chad's looks good. So, but I like how Ivy was standing up for Brutus. I just can't get over this South Park font, said the boulder. It is a South Park font, isn't it? I'm going down to South Park, gonna have myself a time. Friendly faces everywhere. Roman Reigns without his tribe. It is a South Park font. Here we go. I'm a man of my words. Do you remember at the start? I delivered. I'm just like Uber Eats. I delivered. So here we go. Look, Finn Balor with a cat sat on his face. Right, it's Bryn again. Said Julius catching the kiss will always be my favourite. Yeah, look at it. Julius has got a thing for Liv.
Just chatting about how great of a women's world champion that you are. Future champion here.
I'll watch it if Liv watches it. Does Liv like hockey?
Oh wait, she's right here. Wait, shut up. I feel like you like hockey, so I'll say yeah. So that you can
Yeah, I love hockey. It's actually my favorite sport.
Wait, just chatting about.
Telling you. Hey, this is brilliant. It goes for a couple of minutes, so we're gonna have to like keep scooting through it a bit. But this is a look around Cody Rhodes' bus. This is amazing. So, wrestling picks. I mean, I don't think we need the music, but let's see if we can scoot forward a bit. Here we go.
Beautiful blue decor and not lots of nice woodwork.
Oh, I don't need the music. So she talks about the couch and she says that it folds out into a bed, but they never really use it. It doesn't get used that much. TV can fold down at the front. That's nice, isn't it? So this is like the living room area. And there's the kitchen area. A couple of coffee makers. There's the freezer. So you can see inside there what they're drinking. She says that she always has her energy drink. Very good. That's another like energy drink as well. And then you go through into this back bit. That's a mirror that opens up. Here's the bunks. Apparently that's where Liberty sleeps, their daughter. And then there's a bathroom that's opposite. So here's the bathroom. And then here we go. This is where the magic happens. This is Cody and Brandi's bedroom. Look at this. This is where Cody Rhodes sleeps with Brandi. She's talking about how his suits are all in there. Here's the bathroom. Again, have a little look in there. Washing machine and everything. She said it's quite a nice... It looks small to me, but I suppose you are on a bus. But she's like, plenty of room here, because if you're the American Nightmare, apparently you have to look at yourself all the time. And there he is, looking at himself in the mirror. And yeah, that's a little tour of the bus. That's everything, apparently. I don't know if there's... I don't think there's an upstairs. I'm guessing they have, like, the engine and luggage and stuff below. Like, it's not a double-layer, double-decker thing. So, yeah, really interesting. Really interesting. Wrestle Night, shout out to you, said the description is great. WWE have released a new blackout version of the shirt. Kevin Owens may have felt that addressing his grievances with Cody off air following WWE's Bad Blood premium live events. Don't know. But here there's a new shirt and it's just blacked out basically. So very nice, very good. Little Fuego.
Since we're at a Waffle House, but like, I don't need at a Waffle House.
I really don't.
There's a Waffle House over here, but I don't eat at no Waffle House. And Liv's like, we really don't. So a little bit of shade being thrown at Jey Uso. Yeet. And here's Tamatonga, look. This is spooky. This is going to give you nightmares. There's a mystery in Mexico. Surveillance footage appears to show a dog running down the street and morphing into a human. Look at this. Look at this. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Does that morph into a human? I think it sort of does. It's got to be camera trickery in it. It's got to be fake. In my mind, this is fake. It's really good, though. Tam Tonga's like, shh. I think he's claiming to be this person. Someone went, what were you doing in Mexico? And he was like, I was getting away from the hurricane. So, there we go. Other, what have we got in other? Oh yeah, Hornswoggle has signed a new Legends deal. So Hasbro, shout out to you, appreciate it. WWE's plans for Lucha Bros on SmackDown leaked to Tony Khan, which is why he extended their contracts. Tony likes Rey Fenix. He's always liked and respected him. He just felt that if he let things slide, other people would start taking liberties. So Tony Khan standing up for himself, not allowing the Lucha Bros to go to WWE. I don't mind it, honestly. I think they signed a contract. This is something Tony is legally allowed to do. Morally, you can argue and debate it, but morals never got in the way of Vince McMahon. You know, business is business. And I know people are disappointed that this means Lucha Bros aren't going to be coming in as early as what they want, but I can understand Tony doing it. I said during the live stream, Tony gets criticised if he's soft and he's a pushover and people walk all over him. He gets criticised. And then as soon as he stands up for himself and, you know, develops some balls, people have a go at him for that as well. The guy can't win. So I personally think if you sign the contract, you got to know that this was always an option on the table. So there we go. We've done that. Yeah, we do. Do you know what? We do have weird, pervy, free feet pick folder, which, I mean, if you've been watching Unseen, you'll know that we've had this folder, I think, pretty much every time we've done Unseen. So this is nothing out the ordinary. But I'm going to show it. Here we go. Weird, pervy, free pick, and of course, Dave's all over this, as you would imagine. And this is because you might remember that at NXT, they did that event the other day in St. Louis, and someone was caught taking pictures in the hotel of the female talent and their feet, and he got kicked out twice, right? And people are like, oh, you know, freaks, blah, 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 blah. Wow, here's Matt Cardona. Matt Cardona, right, he said there was an incident at the Cardona residence tonight. He said a man was allegedly caught trying to take photos of the feet of female talent and a dog as they made their way through the living room and was ejected not once but twice from the location. And it's true. Here's photo proof. So I've got to think, I am very good when it comes to female WWE superstar talent feet. I think this is Chelsea Green. So I think that in the Cardona household, we've got an image here of Chelsea Green's foot that was taken by Matt Cardona, who was ejected out of the living room a couple of times for this. Obviously, this is a parody of what went down in the NXT situation. And I got to tell you that Jordan Grace responded to this. She was like, giving this away for free on the internet is the worst financial decision you have ever made. And I know there's loads of pervs in our community. I think it's like exclusively made up of pervs. So if you are watching this, I am calling you a pervert. And so I wanted to make sure that you saw this as well. So there we go. Weird, pervy, free feet pick folder. Really looking to... No, I'm not. I was going to say I'm really looking to use, but I will now get sent feet pictures, and I'm really not after that. DM them. Right, here's thanks. So Princess Q-Tab Itch said, I hope I make Unseen video tonight. Well, because you said that, I included you in the thanks folder. So you're welcome. Matt, shout out to you. Dave, shout out to you. Wrestle Night, shout out to you. Tagged me in a fair few things. And Spartan as well. So there we go. That was Unseen. Absolutely action-packed. Nearly 35 minutes of just in all its glory. What an amazing video. What an amazing time we had. We had so much fun. So thanks a lot for joining me. Thanks for sticking with me. I appreciate it as always. And I will see you again next time. Bye for now. Oh, fate.